Hi, I'm Jeff from Farrell Distributing, and I've teamed up with the Vermont Retailer and Grocers Association, as well as the Vermont Specialty Food Association, to put together some fun pairings for you to explore with your friends. Today, I'm thinking maybe we're gonna make a Mediterranean feast, but if we're gonna spend a lot of time in the kitchen, we don't wanna spend a lot of time on appetizers. So when your friends are coming over, we're gonna put out something really fun and easy for you to put out that's impressive for them. We're gonna do Hillside Lane Farms Antipasto Tapenade. So it's a mix of all sort of Mediterranean spices with olives. We're gonna top it onto their sea salt crackers. So we're gonna put the tapenade on the crackers. It's gonna be easy and delicious. For a pairing, I'm thinking we're in the Mediterranean, we might as well go to Italy. So we have Rocca delle Macie's Chianti Classico. Now this was founded by Yolo Zingarelli, who for those film buffs out there might know from all the spaghetti westerns that he did. He bought this winery and now the family runs it. Chianti is based on the Sangiovese grape, which is known for having a nice high-toned acidity and also tomato and red cherry flavors. So there's an adage when we talk about food pairing, and the old adage goes, if it grows together, it goes together. So if we're in Italy, we're thinking olives, we're thinking Chianti, it's a no-brainer. If you want to take this Antipasto Tapenade to the dinner table, you might grab some of their awesome gluten-free pizza crusts and make a nice flatbread, put the antipasto on there, some shredded mozzarella, throw it in the oven, crack open the Chianti, and you got your pairing easy peasy. I hope you enjoy this pairing with your friends, and I hope to see you at the market. Hi, I'm Jeff from Farrell Distributing, and I've partnered up with the Vermont Retailer and Grocers Association, as well as the Vermont Specialty Food Association, to put together some snack pairings for you and your friends. Today we're going to talk about pairing caramel and beer. Now I know what you're thinking. What an odd pairing, right? What, are we going to bust out some ice cream? No, we're not going to do ice cream. We're going to pop a bag of popcorn, we're going to throw some salt on it, and then we're going to top it with Fat Toad Farms caramels. We're going to use the original or the salted bourbon, which is my personal favorite. Now what this is going to do is create a salty and sweet snack, which is just really fun. When I think about caramel and beer, I want to reach for something nice and malty with a deep, rich background, but also a nice, crisp finish. So I'm going to go to Long Trail Brewing's Double Bag. Now Long Trail is down in Bridgewater Corners, Vermont, and is one of the original Vermont breweries. So in a world when we've got all these new breweries cropping up, it's really a time where we want to think about the legacy breweries and the people that got us to where we are now. So Double Bag is a double alt beer, essentially a stronger version of the classic Vermont ale from Long Trail. And it has that nice crisp finish that I talked about. There's a little bit of a bitterness on the end, and that's going to help snap off the salty, rich caramel and help clean up your palate on the finish. So I hope you enjoy this pairing, and we'll look forward to the next time you head to the market. Hi, I'm Jeff from Farrell Distributing, and I've teamed up with the Vermont Retailer and Grocers Association, as well as the Vermont Specialty Food Association, to bring you some fun pairings to enjoy with your friends. Today's subject is grab-and-go snack options. So sometimes you just need a midday pick-me-up. I'm thinking you should reach for True North Nutty no-grainer nut mixes. I'm particularly fond of the Mediterranean blend. Now this is a blend of pecans and pistachios, almonds, and some spices, and it's really going to liven you up in the midday. It's going to give you the protein you need to keep going. And you want to pair that with the right beverage. So you could go a couple different ways. I like to pair it with Aqua ViTea's Blueberry Social. You know, this is a kombucha that has a nice zingy acidity, tart acidity to it, and the blueberries just play nicely with all the spices and herbs. But if you need an extra kick and an extra pick-me-up, think about Cold Brewtus's Nitro coffee. So this is infused with nitrogen. It's going to have a beautiful cascading effect, a nice soft creamy mouthfeel, but it's going to give you the extra kick that you need to keep going. Now maybe you're going to grab these nutty no-grainers and head home, and if you're going to do that, I would say grab Halyard Brewing's Volcano juice. This is a ginger beer shandy infused with Sicilian lemons. So now we're thinking Mediterranean nuts, we're thinking Mediterranean beer shandy, and it's just going to pair really nicely together and give you the extra little kick that you need to keep going. Thanks for joining me, and I hope to see you soon at the market. Hi, I'm Jeff from Farrell Distributing, and I've collaborated with the Vermont Retailer and Grocers Association, as well as the Vermont Specialty Food Association, to put together some awesome pairings for you, so when you're thinking about having friends over, you can bust out the snacks and really impress them. There's no more classic pairing than popcorn and beer. So today we're going to check out Yolo Snacks Original Popcorn. These folks bring us a nice non-GMO, gluten-free, ready-to-eat popcorn right out of the bag. You can put it in a bowl if you want, or if you're not feeling fancy, just go right from the bag. So when I think popcorn, I think lager. So I'm going to head to Burlington, and I'm going to grab Green State Lager from Zero Gravity Brewing. It's nice and crisp, light, clean. It's going to help refresh your palate from the saltiness of the popcorn, but the popcorn saltiness is going to make you want another sip of the beer. So you see where I'm going with this, right? Next, we're going to add white cheddar into the mix with Yolo Snacks White Cheddar Popcorn. And when I start thinking about cheddar, I think about English-style IPAs. So we're going to head down to near Ludlow. This is Proctorsville, Vermont, and we're going to go to Outer Limits Brewing, which is one of the state's newest breweries. These folks like to focus on English-style beers, and they're doing things that are a little bit unique and a little bit different than other breweries on the market. So here we have Fruit Boots English-style IPA. So an English-style IPA is going to have a little bit more of a malty characteristic, which is going to play on the nuttiness of the popcorn, but the fruity hops in the beer are going to ping off of the white cheddar in the popcorn and kind of amplify that grassiness that cheddar has and really up the ante on this pairing. I hope you enjoy this pairing, and we'll pick it up the next time you head to the local market. Hi, I'm Jeff from Farrell Distributing, and I've teamed up with the Vermont Retailer and Grocers Association, as well as the Vermont Specialty Foods Association, to put together some awesome pairings for you for this summer when you have friends over. And nothing's easier than busting out a jar of pickles and some cold beers, sitting out on the back deck in a nice day, having a great time, right? So I've gone to Pinup Pickles from Bristol, Vermont. This is a woman-owned and operated business. They're sourcing ingredients locally whenever possible, and I picked up their classic Dilly beans. Bright, crisp, fresh, and fun, right? When I think about all those things, I also think about German-style wheat beers. So we'll head to Burlington's Queen City Brewery and grab their Hefeweizen, which has a nice fruity aroma, as well as a clove-like spiciness from the yeast. Nothing's better than sitting in the sun with a Hefeweizen that's cold and some Dilly beans that are crisp. It's an awesome pairing. Now, if you want to make your own pickles, you can grab the Brew Buddy DIY pickle kit from Pinup Pickles, and then you just need to grab a local IPA. So for that, I'm going to go to Fiddlehead IPA, and we're going to use about 8 ounces of that, 1 cup if you're counting, playing along at home. Now, I'm not a scientist, but 1 cup, 8 ounces, goes into 16 ounces roughly 2 times. So you can, you know what to do with the rest of the beer. So you can make your own pickles, impress your friends, or just have a good time in this summer. I'm Jeff. Thanks for joining us. Hi, I'm Jeff from Farrell Distributing, and I've teamed up with the Vermont Retailer and Grocers Association, as well as the Vermont Specialty Food Association, to put together some fun pairings for you and your friends. Today we're going to focus on mozzarella, and we're going to focus on products that have a long history and a long tradition of pairing beer and wine with cheeses. So we're going to focus on Maplebrook Farms mozzarellas today. We've got the cherry wood smoked mozzarella, which has a nice earthy, smoky characteristic to it, and I'm going to pair it with Von Trapp Vienna style lager. Now, Von Trapp is the family behind The Sound of Music, and the brewery is located in Stowe. The beers are brewed with the spring water from the property, which is really cool. Vienna style lagers have a malty center to them, so that maltiness, that caramel kind of flavor from the beer is going to pair nicely with the smoke from the cherry wood, and it's going to really complement that. But Vienna lagers have a nice crisp edge and a nice crisp finish, which is going to help cut through the fat content of the cheese and leave you refreshed and ready for another bite. We're going to slide over to Maplebrook Farms Burrata, which is a cream-filled mozzarella. So you're going to want to have a bowl or a cutting board with a lip on it to catch that. When you cut into this cheese, you're going to see the cream ooze out, and it's just such a lush and rich experience of the cheese. You get the fresh cream with the gooey mozzarella. It's just awesome. But because of that high fat content, we want to pick a wine that has a nice acidity. So I've gone to Soave in Italy. This is Pinup Soave Classico. The Pinup family is multi-generation farmers, and they make this beautiful, lush white wine with a bright acidity. But it's not just the acidity. It has enough shoulder room to it and enough weight that it's not going to get lost in the pairing. So I hope you enjoy these pairings with your friends, and I hope to see you at the market.